aristocrats. You're gonna put 2 R's in my name. I once met this pregnant Wiccan witch at 3 a.m. who decided that she wanted to read my poems. And this story isn't how I met her. This is for the future that she predicted to me, which was eerily true. She said, "A friend of yours, a close friend, will show their true nature, and your life will be uprooted." I was like, okay. I was drunk. And which was crazy because I was like living with this like insane roommate that I barely knew. I was just like, somebody in a room. And he was so nuts. And I knew from the first like week that I met him that this was gonna go south. But I ignored it because the rent was cheap. He said, I was talking to some friends of his that visited, just talking. And 2 days later, he takes me aside and says, "Jarrod, with your fancy aristocrat name with 2 R's. Listen, when my friends are there, they're there to see me. I know they're engaging, but give us some privacy." So I just stayed in my room the entire time. I never talked to this motherfucker at all. Like, he scared me. And doing this, so basically I was giving him money for utilities and money for rent, and really not having any conversations with him at all besides that. Well, the lights went out. So I was like, oh, fuse blew, but that was after like 2 days. I was like, wait, this isn't right. And I said, hey man, like, what's up with the electricity? He's like, oh no, I got that taken care of. Which he did take care of it, which in that week, maybe like 4 days without electricity, the lights came back on. Which was like another red flag, but again, the rent was cheap. And I was looking for places. I actually had my heart set on a friend of mine's place, but he was like iffy on moving. He didn't know who wanted to move. I was like, come on, man, I really want to live there. But while I was living with this guy, he was going crazier and crazier. See, he was a drag queen. He would do it every now and then. But then he started like blurring the lines of like when he should be a drag queen. Like he'd like wake up at 4 in the morning and be like, I'm gonna do my makeup. And I'd like walk out and like he was a big man, so when he was like wearing heels, he was an even bigger man. And he wasn't like necessarily like a great drag queen. He'd be like, how do I look? And I'd be like, you look good. Because I'm not like uncomfortable. I'm like, yeah, if you look good, like I hit it. But he did it. It was just like a really like bad wig that was like missing and places and little makeup. It was like, just like half-assed. They didn't really care. It's bullshit. Care a little bit. But anyways, so he starts deciding not to pay any of the rent, I guess, too, because why would he? And I decided to stay there, but see, one thing I didn't mention is this guy was also a hoarder, like a major hoarder. Like it was insane. He had like every novelty toy you could ever have. He had books, how-to books on things that he's never gonna do. It was just crazy. And then he gets us evicted. But I sweet talk my landlord. I said, hey man, I can stay here. I can probably find new roommates. And he was like, all right. So I start the process of trying to find new roommates, and I realized that it's going to be impossible finding a new roommate. And I said, you can help me move, and we're clearing out things. He was a glass blower, and it was treacherous because it was broken glass everywhere. It was an Indiana Jones situation going on. I can't reach the shelves, worried about a trap they set or something. It was frightening. And he would say, hey man, you want these 75 VCR tapes? I'm like, no, I don't have a VCR. Do you? He's like, no. Why do you have VCR tapes? I think just grandmas have VCR tapes. Players, sorry. But anyway, so I I get a call like one day from the friend whose house I want. He calls one day and said, I'm moving. I'm like, oh my God, this is awesome. I've been like cleaning up this like hoarder's crap trying to stay in this place, but it's just like so much stuff. He's like, well, I'm moving. So like I like let my landlord know last moment, and he's like, you're moving? He's like, how am I supposed to find anybody to move here? Who's gonna move all this stuff out? And I said, I don't know, why don't you talk to that hoarder guy? And then like I just did like what like most adults would do. I just turned off my phone and like stopped answering my ex-landlord's phone calls. I don't really have like an end to this story except I found like an awesome place. And also like that pregnant wicked witch said that I was going to be a movie star and famous as well. What she said earlier, and like I'm just waiting for that right now. So All right, it's over.